Really? Yeah. This is gonna be spooky. Spooky.
Hi, I'm Leah, and you might know me from leahgriffith.com. I've accepted the Good Housekeeping Challenge to take this little pumpkin and to personalize it with how I might decorate for Halloween. I am a paper flower artist, so I think I'm gonna make my pumpkin into a vase. So I'm going to use this as my centerpiece, and I'll show you exactly the materials that I use to make this. I'll also be adding some of these pretty little orange berries. Now, these are DIY, so I'm gonna show you how to make these as well. For the bouquet itself, I used part of 3 and all of 4 of our different paper flower packs. So I used part of the air plants. Now, I love air plants for Halloween because they do look a little bit like a spider. I used some of the ferns and eucalyptus, some of the succulents, and then I used all 6 of the anemone flowers. You can go to our YouTube channel, and each one of these has a video on how to assemble them from start to finish, as well as how to create the bouquet. For our little wink to the spooky, I'm going to use a 20mm cotton spun ball, and I'll need 6 of those, and a green and black marker. To make the berry sprigs, I'm using a 12mm cotton spun ball, spraying them with an orange paint. I have bind wire for the stems, and then I have a little bit of tape to wrap them. Then I have a foam ball to put inside of my pumpkin to keep everything nice and tight. For my tools, I have a hot glue gun, wire cutters, and a couple of sharp tools to open up the pumpkin. I'm gonna start with this little knife here and get a few cuts and openings in, and I'm hoping this little saw will make it easy to make a nice wide opening so that I can put my bouquet inside. Nope. Not yet. Done. I want to make a hole in the top so I can put my stem right in. We're not done yet. So I think I'll take some of these stems and make them stick out on the sides a bit more. So in order to make this bouquet kind of work together, because we have white and these different teals and greens and then this pop of orange, I am going to add these orange berries. And I'm going to show you how I made these first. So I have these little cotton spun balls, and you can see on one side there's a hole. I'll take my hot glue gun, put it right inside the hole, and fill it with glue. Then I've cut these wires about 5 inches long. I'll slide that right into the hole and let that cool. Then I'll take 5 at a time and twist them. And since I need to push this into the foam, I have an 18 gauge wire. I'll put this towards the base, and then with some tape, wrap that up so that the wire is below the stems, and I can slide that into the foam. I find that the best tip to painting these, so you can get them covered all the way around, before you go out, go ahead and splay them as big as you can. So I would say almost make a dome of circles here. Then when you go to spray them, you can get all sides, and you can hold on the end and not paint your hand. I actually like to use the Design Master Color tool, which is actually made for flowers, but they have the best range of colors. So I used a tangerine on these. Once they're dry, you can gather them up. We're going to add them to our arrangement. And you can see, here we are, we're starting to coordinate. I think this looks gorgeous. You can stop right here, and this is a beautiful piece that you can add into your fall decor, or if you want to add a little wink to Halloween, we'll add some eyeballs into the centers of the flowers. To do that, I have 6 of these cotton spun balls. You don't want to go all the way to the side. You don't want to color half of the eyeball because you do want to have some white showing. I don't have my glasses on. And I'll color that green in, I would say maybe 1/3 of the way. You want to leave a pretty big white spot on the top because it will actually bleed in. So I'll leave a white spot about this big. You can always make it smaller. And then go ahead and finish that iris of the eye. So do 5 more of those, so you have 6. Put glue on the back and place it right inside. And I love how the black stamen looks like little eyelashes all the way around the eye. And as quick as a wink, we now have a Halloween bouquet.
Hi, my name is Mariana TUMA, and I'm the design director here at Good Housekeeping.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to decorate a pumpkin like this one in a kid-friendly way with a special little helper.
It's our time.
This is
Dinner.
Sydney TUMA. And how old are you, Sid? 3. He's 3 years old, and today we're going to be decorating a pumpkin for Halloween, right? Okay, so today we just have some acrylic paint. I like this heavy body acrylic because it really covers. We have some paintbrushes. You ready to get painting? Okay, let's go for it. Ooh, this is going to be spooky. I have the table covered in paper, although this is his craft table, so it's fine. We get some paint on it. We're just gonna cover the whole pumpkin with black paint.
A bottle plate, a black paint. Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween danger. Almost there, Mama.
So we're back. It's the next day. We left the pumpkin dry overnight so that the paint really dried on it. And now we're going to add our eyes and legs. So I'm going to use hot glue to make sure it really sticks. So Sydney, why don't you point where you want the glue? Okay, and then we're going to put some eyes there, okay? Good one. And the great thing about this is that you can use eyes of all sizes.
I'm done.
They don't have to match up.
I'm done.
Sydney, you know what we have to do next? The legs. You ready to put the legs on? So for the legs, here you go. The leg, you're just going to bend it maybe a third of the way up, and then bend another little piece to glue onto them. Sydney has run off to play now, and I'm gluing on the legs myself. I'm just gonna hold it in place for a few seconds. Well, here's our finished pumpkin spider. This was such a fun project to do with Sydney. My only tips would be to make sure the paint fully dries before you try gluing anything on. And if you don't feel comfortable using hot glue around little fingers, Elmer's glue or something similar will work just fine. So I hope you guys give this a try, and happy Halloween!
Hi, my name is Tessa. I'm a video producer here at Good Housekeeping. I'm going to be doing a drill pattern in the pumpkin. You'll need a drill, and you'll also need a couple different sizes of drill bits to make different sized holes. I use a dry erase marker, an orange dry erase marker, so that you can draw out your holes that you're going to drill in your pumpkin before you do it, so you kind of know what your pattern's going to look like. And the nice thing about the dry erase is that you can make a little hole, make a little mark. It kind of blends in with the pumpkin, and then you can just erase it right afterwards and it comes right off. And lastly, you're gonna need just some lights. These are just some string lights I got, and you're gonna fill your pumpkin with the lights after so it can glow and you can see your design. So here's my drilled hole pumpkin. I'm gonna turn off the lights and make it really dark in here so you can see how it will look, and so I can see how it will look with the lights in it. Oh, oh, oh. Spooky! And I guess we'll put the battery pack in there too, since we can. Check it out! That's pretty cool. I did some little swirlies. I'm here for it.